We own movies?
We do. We own a lot.
In the mausoleum that is our film collection, how do we choose? So one of us, this time it's you, must be the gravedigger. Now the night is dark, and the moon is not full, and you have forgotten your flashlight. Therefore, you must trundle forth through the mausoleum in order to reach... Which grave? We don't know. We will know when you reach it. Are you ready, gravedigger?
Sure. Do I have a shovel? That's it.
For the millionth time.
So, one thing I really love about this case is the cover. It's got this really fun, unusual painting that I haven't seen elsewhere. It's part of the Monster Mayhem series. Unfortunately, it's a lie. Inside we have the basic Blu-ray DVD combo. Despite our delightful slipcover, almost no effort has been put in. We have the movie on DVD, we have the movie on Blu-ray, just our nice white backing behind it, and the blue case. It's a very Walmart move. However, let's see what's inside the disc. And here's the film's synopsis on the back of the box. Stephen King's horror masterpiece comes to life for a new generation. In Derry, Maine, 7 young friends unite against a terrifying supernatural creature that has been haunting their small town for centuries. Calling itself Pennywise the Dancing Clown, it is a monster of unspeakable power that takes the form of everyone's most horrific fears. Threatened by their worst nightmares, the only way these kids can survive it is together. Alright, so we just rewatched it for maybe the 100 millionth time.
Yeah.
We started with something we've seen a lot, apparently. When seeing it in the store, why did we decide to buy it? If we own something, it's for a reason.
When we saw it in the theater, I loved it, especially since it's a remake and a movie made from a book, but in general, it seems like it's way better than both of those things.
Yes.
It was just a really good Us movie, and then on top of that, the packaging was really appealing. That kind of convinced us even more.
I think part of it was the packaging fooled us into thinking it was going to be like a specialer version of it than it was. And yeah, this is a movie we saw twice in theaters, and we rarely see a movie once in theaters. So that's how much we liked this. It's not because the movie's particularly scary or funny or any one thing. It's just a really good balance of gleeful, Halloween-feeling, spoopy fun. So the reason is evident in how many times we have rewatched this movie.
Yeah, I watch movies a lot.
Rewatch.
Especially, I rewatch movies that I love frequently.
Yes.
This is one of them. So,
Since we've seen it so many times, what did you get out of rewatching it?
it was weird rewatching it this time. Though this isn't a critique, watching it in this context kind of made that my unintentional focus. You know, after watching a movie multiple times, you start to notice more things, good or bad. What I caught from this movie was that I probably thought it was like perfect before. It's really great, but there were little things that bugged me. But then there were also little things that I was still just in love with, like the cinematography of certain scenes and the storytelling. There are so many things that I just loved, and I still love.
My big takeaway from rewatching the movie this time was kind of hammering home just how devastatingly mediocre the second film was.
What you say?
This movie is a good standalone experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun adventure in the vein of like if the Goonies were really vicious, something along that vibe. Okay, so we have a scoring system here at Hungry Creature Productions.
Mm-hmm.
1 being unwatchable, 2 being not great, 3 being pretty good, 4 being awesome, and 5 being perfect. I think it's interesting to see, after rewatching it so many times and seeing the sequel, how
I was not looking. I was like, what just happened?
how our scores may have changed. You have not looked at our old score. I have not looked at our old score. What score would you give this movie after all that?
Considering the flaws that I did find were still very, very very small. And I think part of it was that I was thinking about the second one, like you mentioned. I'd still give it probably like a 4.6.
And I don't think this is a perfect movie. I think it has some pretty serious flaws. This is not a review of the film overall. I'm sure I could go on and on about its merits and where it could have been better. But overall, I really enjoy this movie. Every time I've seen it, I've had an awesome time, so I would give it a 4. Now, our new rewatch score would adjust to a 4.3, so that is different. Our adjusted score previously was a 4.5, right between awesome and perfect. And I think our newer score brings us down a little bit, but I think that makes sense to me. The honeymoon with the film has worn off a bit.
I bet you I'd give it a 5.
I think you probably did.
I probably did.
Yeah. So if we take our original score of 4.5 and our average score of 4.3 for the rewatch, we get a total overall average score for it on Blu-ray in what we have as a 4.4.
4.4. Deal. 4.4.
Yes. Right. So yeah, this is an above awesome movie. Now, should the viewer buy this particular release of it?
I mean, it's just the Blu-ray. Blu-ray's nice.
The menu is really bad, bland, unimaginative, Walmart stock menu. It does have some nice special features on it. There's some pretty good featurettes, as well as a lot of deleted scenes that I think are generally pretty good.
Yeah, I wish they were in the movie, or there was a cut with all of them in the movie. That would be nice.
Is this particular release worth buying? It's nothing special. It's the movie with some decent extras. It looks like it's a special edition. It's really not. I think they jack up the price by including the DVD and the digital. We don't use the DVD. We don't use the digital code. We just buy it for the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So if you can find just the Blu-ray with the extras, go for that. Or if you can find this version quite cheap, then yes, I would recommend it.
Yeah. Or if there's a better Blu-ray version with more features on it that we aren't aware of, buy that one.
If you liked it like we did, yeah.
Yeah, sure. $12.
Yeah, $12. If you can find it for $12, it has our recommendation.
Woo!
Fear.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked what you saw, give us a like. If you didn't, don't. Head on over to thehungrycreatures.com for more episodes, short films, or to sign up for our free magazine. Catchphrase.
Katie, why do we own this movie?
Because we like it.